Hello and welcome back to the Wrexham Way. Hope you're all doing well and looking forward to today's episode as we take on Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now, we played Real Madrid in the group stage and we won 2-1 at home but lost 3-1 away from home. And if that was a knockout fixture, we'd be knocked out of the Champions League. So this is going to be the biggest test so far of the Wrexham Way. Can we get past Real Madrid in knockout Champions League football? To bring us back down to earth a little bit though, we are playing Burnley in between episodes. So don't think we are Galacticos because we'll probably lose to Burnley 5-0 and that will bring us right back down to earth. Anyway, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you do drop a like on the video for me and subscribe if you are new around here. And of course, leave a comment down below letting me know if you think we are going to win. Since you guys were last here for the big wins against Juventus and Man City, we've played 2 games, a 3-2 victory over Arsenal in the FA Cup quarter-final. So all 5 trophies are still on this season. And we also recorded a 2-1 victory over Leicester in the Premier League, which is looking pretty decent for us right now. We are only 5 points behind Liverpool with 7 games to go. There's plenty of time for them to slip up. Newcastle just a point ahead, whereas Man City are 3 points behind us, but have played an extra game than us, so hopefully we can make that count. I'd like to think Man United and Arsenal are maybe dropping outside of that title race now. It's kind of, and hopefully Man City are also going to drop out that title race. Hopefully it's just going to be between us, Newcastle and Liverpool for the rest of the season. But other than those results in between fixtures, there's not an awful lot to update you on. So Barcelona, PSG, Liverpool, Brighton, Man United, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid and Wrexham. These are the teams that are left. If we get past Real Madrid, it's either Liverpool or Brighton, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, we've got a kind side of a draw. Our side of a draw is much nicer than Barca, PSG, Bayern and Man United. So I'd much rather take on one of those 2 teams than the other 4. So it could be our season, but we have to get past Real Madrid in the process. And this is the team that I think is going to be able to do it. Mantle in goal as always, Nuri at left back and Neto at right back with the 2 centre backs of Arian B and Luis Felipe. We've done the back line differently. That feels weird. Why have I gone left back, right back, centre backs? What's wrong with me? Either way, just in front of them is Martinez holding the line with Alparslan, Panayotov and Daniel Patrick in the midfield, with of course Frank Nice and Pereira leading the line, although Pereira does apparently need a bit of a rest. It's a bit tricky with these big fixtures coming up towards the end of the season, but we need to keep going, Pereira. We need you to keep going, please. So as kickoff is upon us, I am very much looking forward to this one. If we can get a result here against Real Madrid away from home, it's in our hands, right? It's completely in our hands. I back us to get a victory at our place because we did that in the group stage of the Champions League. So I back us to get a result at home. And when we played away from home to Real Madrid, we were very unlucky to concede those 3 goals. If I remember correctly, you guys might remember better than me maybe, but I do seem to recall we had the better amount of shots. We had more shots. We had more possession, we had a higher XG, and yet they won 3-1. And it's silly goals to concede like that one that we've just conceded. I think our defenders should have done an awful lot better. Apparently Sam Martinez has got a tight groin, might want to come off the pitch. We'll see how he goes. But who's marking Vinicius Jr. there? No one. That's so frustrating. But there's a highlight straight from kickoff. And if we can get back on level terms immediately, that would be wonderful. As Panayotov finds a ball to Ramos, the defender for Real Madrid. Not Sergio Ramos, obviously. He'd be a bit too old at this stage. It must be a regen called Ramos who's playing for them. Panayotov's through, though, and his shot saved nicely by the keeper before Ramos can bring it out from the back again. Jadon Sancho with a free kick, which... it's not going to be our day, is it? It's not going to be our day. 2 really stupid goals to concede. How Mantles let that one in at that sort of range is so frustrating. At least Alparslan has been put through by Panayotov. We need to be on our best now for the rest of this game and the second leg. We need to be our absolute best. And have we... did Panayotov or Pereira get that? I think it might have come off Pereira, Panayotov's shot, which took it past the keeper because it seemed to really catch the keeper out there. I don't think Pereira was in an offside position. No, goal awarded. I'm just very confused as to how it has gone down as Pereira's goal. Okay, let's watch it a little closer in slow motion. So Panayotov shot. Oh, Pereira headed it past the keeper. I mean, I did think Panayotov had a shot anyway, but Pereira just got in the way and put it past the keeper who was diving the other way. So we'll take the tactics there, but we are back in this game now. I'd take losing by a goal. I would take losing by a single goal because I feel like we can come back from that. We know how good we are at home based on our result against Juventus last episode as well. But if we concede a third or fourth, like... What has happened to Nico Mansell today? 2 ginormous errors, which I think he had against Madrid in the group stage game as well, if I remember correctly. Oh, Mansell. I mean, is he on Madrid's books somehow? 3 shots on target, 3... In fact, it really frustrates me, this. At least Sancho can't put that one target. Okay, Nico Mansell rightly on a 6.3, having an absolute stinker of a game right now. We need to shout demands more, I think, with 5 minutes or so to go in this first half. We need to get ourselves back within 1 goal again. But it's frustrating because, if we do end up drawing this game 3-3, we've scored 3 goals away from home to Real Madrid, which is fantastic. There's no way we should have conceded all 3 of these goals right now. I'll maybe accept the first one, but the second 2, completely Mansell's fault. Should have been routine saves, as I thought we were about to concede there, because it was a pass into Sancho from our defenders there, trying to clear it. It was just a pass to Sancho, and they still could score a goal right now. Luckily, defenders getting in the way. We need to get into half-time and have a word with these boys, because they are bottling this right now. They are having a poor first half. They're quaking under the pressure, and we need to sort it out quickly. And as we head into half-time, it is 3-1 to Real Madrid. We are going to thrash the arms. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. And we are going to go straight attacking, I think, for the second half. We need to go out and score some goals. So let's go attacking. Let's start the second half. And let's immediately shout demand more. But the highlight is going towards Real Madrid as things stand right now. No, not a 4th goal. Offside. Sancho's not offside, but okay. Arian B clears it. Alparslan can't come away with the ball. Madrid coming straight back to us. If it's a 4th, that's it. We're out, surely. Let's score a goal. That's not a great ball, is it, to be fair? We could have done better with that. The midfield should have connected a little better with the strike forces. Chiesa's been put through. There's going to be a goal. It's a long highlight. It's definitely not a goal. Another long-range free kick. And we saw what happened last time. Oh, my heart was in my mouth at that stage. At least he made the save. I mean, we've got our work cut out. We've genuinely got our work cut out for the second leg. I don't know how we're going to turn this one around. It's going to be so, so difficult. But we're going to have to do something, aren't we? Not what we wanted at all in the slightest, that. Not what we wanted at all in the slightest. Who's really tired? Nice, Pereira, Paniotov, Felipe. Well, they can all be rested for the next game then. I won't play them in the next game. Training, rest. We'll give you 2 days of rest. We'll get Felipe. We'll get... who else was really tired? Nice, Paniotov and Pereira. Okay. Nice, come off the pitch, please. And Panayotov. But also injuries to Sal Martinez. All these... they're on rest. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sal Martinez come off as well. We'll probably change those 5 players around for the Burnley game then. Serginho Dest is suspended for this game as well, which isn't ideal, but he'll have to come off the bench for this one. Nopodon will come on. The centre defensive midfielder will be Tarpe, and then we'll bring on Munoz, and we will bring on Randy Ramheimer. I'm also being told I'm saying Munoz wrong. I don't know how I'm saying Munoz wrong. Someone said, Munoz. Makes no sense to me. So Munoz, because it got the accent on the end, so Munoz, maybe, but Munoz is how I'm saying it. Also, we might bring Vasco Sousa on in the middle of the pitch as well, and then we'll just bring on some random substitutes just to sort of fill the bench out a little bit, potentially. Have I just put someone on who shouldn't be on the pitch? No, they're on the bench, it's fine. On the bench. Okay, let's go and take on Burnley. So, kickoff is upon us. We'll get the league table back up as well if we can find it. There we go, league table. Right, we need to keep tabs on the Newcastle and the Liverpool games as well. See who they're playing and how they're getting on in those games, because if we want to have back-to-back Premier League titles, we need them to slip up. Mansell, though, with the ball in his hands, actually made a save from that highlight, which is quite nice to see for a change. Daniel Patrick bringing it forward over the halfway line, gets past one, finds Randy Ramheimer, who Passed it. What? Why are you not taking a shot there, Andy? Either way, Tarpe on the ball, into Daniel Patrick, through to Alparslan. That's why he didn't take the shot. He knew exactly what was going to happen. Alparslan, Yilmaz Turk with the goal there. You love to see it. Okay, what we need to do really is just practice scoring goals in this game, don't we? By the way, Man City v Newcastle, that's a huge game actually. I didn't realise they were playing against each other. A second versus fourth. Hopefully, Man City win that one, because that'll do us a favour by putting us ahead of Newcastle as things stand. That'd be lovely as Burnley's headed just over the bar. I think it said Liverpool were playing Leeds, who are a mid-table team, so a routine win for Liverpool, you would think. But if Man City and Newcastle could draw, that's not the worst scenario for us out there, I must say. I wouldn't mind that too much. As the ball through to Marco Bolat is cut out there. A former target of ours, actually, Marco Bolat, I think, at one point. And he went to Burnley. He was at Norwich, I think, and then he did go to Burnley instead of us, and then we picked up other CDMs instead, and I think we've probably done quite well without Marco Bolat, to be fair, but he was a player that I did quite want to have at one point, as Aitnery just about gets rid of the ball into Daniel Patrick, and can he find a long ball forward to Nice? Or, no, because he's not on the pitch, of course he can't find Nice, it's Randy Ramheimer who shoots, and that was not a bad shot at all. The resulting corner, Vasco Sousa taking it into a near post, Nopodon's header over the bar, and that is going to be that. Okay, well, we are approaching half-time. Newcastle are winning, annoyingly. Man City pulled it back to 1-1. That's much better for us. But Liverpool, crucially, also drawing. That'll take them from a 5-point deficit to a 3-point deficit. And our goal difference isn't quite as good as Newcastle or Liverpool, so we can't rely on that unless we start battering teams 5 or 6-0. I mean, we've had some very good goal difference games this season. We've won a few like 5 or 6-0s, I feel, or 5 or 6-1s and stuff like that. So it must mean that Newcastle and Liverpool are doing extraordinarily well as Liverpool go 1-0 up in their game. Every point they pick up is a point closer to the title for them and a point further away for us to get back. It's looking pretty tight. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're going to have to rely on some capitulation from Liverpool and Newcastle. But I think we are guaranteed at least top 4, which will be Champions League next season, which would be great. But of course, we want to be able to win everything, don't we? We want to win everything. As Tarpe finds the ball to Arian B, into Nico Mantle, cleared it to Alparslan, to Vasco Sousa. And as we bring it out wide, the ball to Munoz is not great, but Daniel Patrick picks up the second ball through to Randy. Randy tackled, Munoz can't get the shot away. Great last-ditch stuff there from Burnley. We'll make some changes in a moment's time to take off some of our regular players. So Neto, very important. We'll bring him off for Luis Felipe, who can play at right back. Daniel Patrick, another tired player. Asper on you come, and actually Yilmaz Turk. Let's bring him off for Jez Findlay as well. So a couple of changes there to rest some players for the Real Madrid game coming up next. Still looking good for us with Newcastle and Man City, I should say. Liverpool still winning their game. Felipe into Tarpe, into Nopodom. Come on, lads. Let's just get a second goal, put this game to bed, and then focus on the... I'm just overly focused on this Real Madrid game. I think I started talking as if we were playing against Real Madrid. Beautiful goal there for Randy, but I think he was offside, if I'm honest with you. I think he was offside. And it is going to VAR, and the referee is saying... Oh, awarded. Nice. I think one of the strikers was offside, but I guess it wasn't Randy Ramheimer. Let's have another look at this. No, they were both onside, actually. Both very much onside. Great goal. So again, I guess that helps our goal difference a little bit, but we're still 9 behind Newcastle. Leeds have pulled it back, though, to 1-1. That's great for us. Newcastle are winning, though. Not great for us. But still only 2 points behind. They just have to slip up once. And actually, did it say they've played an extra game with us? Newcastle. I thought they played the same. Unless they played sort of midweek and lost when we played Real Madrid, potentially. Yeah, they're on 33. We're on 32. They must have played when we were in the Champions League. So we've got that game in hand over Newcastle. Win that game in hand, we'll go ahead of them by a point. So that's quite nice. I've just seen on the bottom left of the screen behind my face that Liverpool have gone 2-1 up against Leeds. And Newcastle have just gone 2-1 up against Man City. Although we knew that already, didn't we? I just saw the scores popping up behind my head. Just to alert you to those. Tarpe out to Luis Felipe. We've got 50 seconds to go, but I'd like to score a goal here. You know, really pull it down to the wire. Show our ruthless side. Get us ready and ruthless for this Real Madrid game, where we're going to have to be so ruthless and clinical to get 3 or 4 goals. Luckily, Munoz won't be playing in that game. But But there we go. A 2-0 win against Burnley. Good result for us. Hopefully, it keeps us in that title fight, but hopefully gives us the fire that we need to really batter Madrid. And again, what we'll do is just training, rest everyone for 2 days. And here it is, come round very quickly, the second leg. 3-1 down to Madrid, but we are at home for this one. Let's put the first team out there and then swap Randy onto the bench because we're going to have 7 subs, so it works out quite nicely. That's the team. It's what played the first leg. Oh, I think I'm gonna thrash my arms and say the media are giving lots of credit lately. Good motivation, and what I think I'm going to do actually, right from kickoff, is go attacking straight from kickoff and shout encourage immediately, which has motivated everyone by looks of things. Apart from Neto, who's got a bit of a slanty face, but come on. 15 gone, not a highlight. We need highlights quick and fast. We need to score goals. And it's starting off with Real Madrid with an attacking throw-in. As they put it into the middle. And Vinicius Jr. can't score. Good defending. Right, let's counter-attack. Apparently not. Madrid, though, with another chance. And, Arian B with some huge defending there. But we're not playing great. We've had 6 shots to their 2 shots. But none of our shots have been on a highlight yet. Oh, you know it's going to be this day, isn't it? We had some stupid goals conceded in the first leg. Felipe's just hit the post. Arian B's just put it over. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? I can feel it. I can just feel it. Particularly with this first half really slowing down right now. We've got to 37 minutes and not really many highlights at all. Nice has been put through, dodges the challenge in the area. Has, honestly, maybe the worst shot I've ever seen taken by a striker. Frustrating. In the meantime, come on, let's build out from the back here. Great work here as Paniotov drives forwards into Nice. Nice finds Perret, who finds Daniel Patrick, who finds no one on the overlap just yet. Cross into the middle. Frank Nice can't win it in the air, too close to A-up the keeper, which is the most Yorkshire keeper name I've ever heard in my life. As Luis Felipe wins it in the air. Daniel Patrick wins it in the air. Pereira into Martinez. We need this killer ball into the area and someone with some great finishing on the end of this as Neto. We need a goal before half-time. A goal before half-time would be crucial as we hit the crossbar again. Oh, it's going to be our day. 2 off the woodwork now. It's not happening, is it? It's not going to happen. I know it's not. Now we've had 2 off the woodwork, I just know it's not going to happen out there. Annoyingly, what I'm very confused about as well, it just said on there, our XG is 0.94, whereas Real Madrid is 0.95, but they've had no shots on target. So somehow they're having better chances than us, even though they've had no shots on target, as Pereira is through and gets one. 37th of the season for Pedro Pereira. Don't give me false hope, team. Don't give me false hope. And Vinicius Jr.'s free kick is collected by Mansell rather theatrically. Should have just, picked it up normally. I don't know. Luis Felipe out of the back. Daniel Patrick, Paniotov, Pereira. Breaks free, out wide to Neto. Neto finds Pereira again. Forced wide, back into the middle where he can't find a Wrexham head. Luis Felipe into Martinez. Martinez, Paniotov, Patrick, Alparslan. Alparslan now. Into Aitnouri. Into Alparslan. Into Martinez. It's a long highlight. I feel like there's going to be a goal. And we've got so many bodies in and around the penalty area. Paniotov. It's 3 thrown aggregates. Essentially, it's next goal wins. That's how I see it. And there's 35 minutes to do it. I'm going to shout encourage again, which has not really changed the facial expression. Oh, it has a little bit to our strikers, which is quite nice, but not to our midfield so much. If that's a worry, I don't know. 25 minutes to go, another highlight with Real Madrid getting the ball out wide with a ton of space. I don't want to talk. I hate this. I hate being in this situation. Vinicius Jr. back of the net. Was he offside? I don't think he was. I think he was being played onside by Aitnouri at the far side of the pitch, if I'm honest with you. Goal, yeah. I think he was being played onside by Aït-Nouri. Or maybe even most of the defence, I don't know. Where is he? The pass is made. Oh, most of the defence, actually. Most of the defence. Okay, right. What do I shout? Because if I shout demand more, I don't think they'll recognise they're down in aggregate. I think it only recognises the in-game score. So if I shout demand more, they'll get cross with me maybe. But Madrid back in charge of this tie. And just like the group stage, they beat us 3-1 at their place. We're beating them 2-1 at our place. Can we rewrite history here? As Alparslan finds Pereira. Pereira through. Pereira. Good save by the keeper. Should have done an awful lot better with that one. 20 minutes to go. Do we make changes? Sal Martinez not playing well. Tarpe on you come. Aït-Nouri not playing well. Dest on you come. Let's make those changes. 15 to go. I'm going to shout encourage again. That's made them smile. But, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else I can do, really. We've got nothing to lose at this stage. So we need to just go all out attack, basically. I mean, we could just do this. Shadow striker on attack. Another striker in there with them. A centre mid on attack. I mean, we've just got to go for it. Push men forward. Try and get something out of it as Nice has been put through and wins it. And Nice... And now do I want to continue with tactical changes? I don't know. I mean, Ramos, the centre-back here, has had an awful situation here. How he's just cleared it into the path of Nice, who is never going to miss that. I don't know. Do I? Yes. We push forward. We grab a goal at the end. If it goes to extra time, then we drop back. But if we get the goal, this is more than worth it, right? More than worth it if we get the goal. But Real Madrid's keeper has the ball in his hands. Nice pressing high isn't really going to be in the way of anything. Just get back on side, lad. Come on, sort it out. Ball won in the air by us. Daniel Patrick, Tarpe, Pereira. Ball through to Paniotov is not good enough. The clearance, though, is pretty poor, and we do win possession back in midfield. Neto on the ball. Back to Luis Felipe. Luis Felipe into Alparslan. Into Tarpe. Through to Daniel Patrick. And the clock ticks down. The clock ticks down. If we concede a goal here, please don't be cross with me. Please don't be cross with me. If we concede a goal here, this is too much for me. This is too much for me. I can't watch. Cleared. Okay, good. Right, counter. I hate this so much. No, it's back with Madrid. Good block. Mantle, what are you doing? It goes to Valverde. Vinicius Jr. The shot's going to come in from someone. Great challenge, but Madrid's still on the ball. Come on, let's not concede at this last second right now. The ball goes out wide to Gusto. Gusto. The highlight finishes out of nowhere. Extra time. Extra time. I'm far from pleased. I'm going to shout that. But tactically, we are going to just... We've got half an hour to play now. Half an hour to play. So let's just drop back to what we were on. And just calm it down a little bit. Calm it down a little bit. I mean, by looks of things, Liverpool have just won 6-1 against Brighton. So we are going to be playing Liverpool if we get through to the semi-finals. Should we get there, it will be against Liverpool. Or will it be Real Madrid? Who knows? Hopefully it's us. Oh, it's Frank Nice. Nearly with the moment there. Nearly with the moment to put us in front on aggregate. We've done so well to win 3-1 here today. We've made 2 changes. We can make one more, can't we? We can make one more change should we need to. And Neto on a 6.6 is having a poor game after being the best player on the pitch for us in the first leg with his 2 goal line clearances. Today, not quite enjoying things quite so much. But is there someone else we could maybe take off the pitch instead or bring on that might have a bigger impact on this game? Because we... Ooh. Daniel Patrick with a good ball to win there. Pereira has been put into the penalty area. So the keeper's stood there next to that post. Open goal this side, and yet Nice shoots directly at him. I think I want to have an injection of pace at the back. So let's bring Arian B off and bring Noppadom on. Let's do that. Just to have a little bit more stability at the back, a little bit more pace just in case someone gets in behind, a bit more fitness. I think that seems sensible to me towards the end of this game as it's half time and extra time. Can we make another sub actually? Because it is, extra time, right? Because Yilmaz Turk's deadly tired. Let's bring we can make a fourth sub, that's good. So we'll bring Asper on just in the centre midfield just to try and reinvigorate things a little bit through the spine of the team. I don't want to have to go to penalties. But as the clock ticks down, it's looking likely. As Paniotov wins it in the midfield, find the ball to Pereira. Pereira is through. Didn't use his pace. He slowed right down. If he'd used his pace, driven into the area, hit with it power, that might have been the goal. But it wasn't the goal as... Oh, the corner saved by the keeper. 3 minutes to go in this game. We can't shout anymore. Daniel Patrick's injured. We can't bring him off for anyone because made enough subs. So we're going to penalties with 10 men. Nice up first. Pedro Pereira's penalties taking is only 6. That concerns me, but he's got great finishing, so I'm going to trust him. Des will have better finishing. Then we'll get Noppadon on. Then I guess Asper. All of these other players. I might bring Paniotov on actually up here a little bit. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And then of course Mantle on 10th, as we only have 10 players on the pitch. What do I say? What do I say? Hands together. Relax, pick your spot, don't change your mind. That's what I'll say. I will also change this to... Can I go behind the goal? Is that a good view? Or I think director might be a bit better. And then it should just go behind the player automatically, I think, if we go in director view. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice view. Sancho steps up, scores, Mantle goes the wrong way. Of course, Mantle is never going to make a penalty save because he's useless at the moment, isn't he? Up steps Frank. I like Madrid going first, though, by the way. I like Madrid going first as Nice steps up. Just about puts it past the keeper. Just about puts it past the keeper. Oh, I don't like how that was from behind the goal, though. If we go behind goal, reverse it. Oh, it's the other end of the pitch, and we can't zoom in any further. We'll just stick to director for now, then. Let's stick to director camera. Milan steps up, scores. Mantle went the right way, but it's okay. Neto up next. He never lets us down. I don't think I've ever seen him miss a penalty, Neto. I love him to pieces. This is why I kept him on the pitch. Never in doubt. Always scores his penalty. The best penalty taking right back in the world. I love him to pieces. Ravella steps up then for Real Madrid. And he puts his penalty into the bottom left corner. Mantle going the right way but not stretching enough for it. Pereira steps up now. A little nervous about him because his penalty taking is only 6, but he's got great finishing and does put that one away nicely. Okay. Raul Moro steps up for Madrid then. Miss it or Mantle save it. One of the two, please. I'm desperate. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Okay, let's not talk about that sort of stuff again. Maybe it's jinxing it. Dest steps up now. Both fullbacks having taken penalties now, and Dest... puts it over the bar. Valverde to win it for Real Madrid. Nico Mantle actually does something. And now it's down to the prodigal son, the golden boy, the man of dreams, Paniotov, the Bulgarian wonder kid, stepping up. Our number 10 puts it in the back of the net just. I think it might have gone through a keeper's hands. And now it's down to the centre-back Ramos for Real Madrid. Had a very good first leg, a poor second leg, but does manage to put his penalty away. Now I'm panicking because we're getting to the really crap takers for us now. And this is not what we want to be seeing at all. Nopodon has got to score this. Has got to score this. Otherwise, it's curtains. Nopodon steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way. Good. Okay. This shootout's going on for a long time now and I hate it. Mario Pierre, I'm not entirely sure what position he plays. I can't say I saw much of him in the game. He scores it. Can we just... someone miss? That's not our players, please. Okay. Who's up for us then next? Daniel Tarpe, the CDM. The young Ivorian. The youngster who was destined, actually, to take the top spot ahead of Lavia. But then we brought in Martinez. And is showing me today why maybe he should be having that top spot. Putting that one away nicely. Gusto now steps up for Real Madrid. Gusto on the ball. Takes his penalty. Slots it past Mantle. Slots it past Mantle. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Who's up for us now then? Asper. We've got a lot of young players taking penalties today, and it is worrying. Asper, not the greatest penalty taker. There was no pause there. He just did his walk up and just ran straight for the penalty and luckily put it away quite nicely. Eric steps up for Madrid, and Eric misses his penalty. Now, this is the moment. This is the moment for Luis Felipe, the young Brazilian centre-back who we put faith in since he was 18, 19 years old. We put faith in him to play on our first team. He's our captain. I'm annoyed that this angle's really dodgy, but our captain stepping up. Oh, Mantle saved that one. Okay, let's get in the mindset again. Oh my goodness, this shootout is going on for so long. Oh god, it's Nico Mantle taking the penalty. Right, this is even better poetry. Mantle, the man who this is all sort of down to be honest. If he hadn't been such a prick in the first leg, we would not be in this situation. We would not be extra time or penalties, anything. We would have won the game hands down in the 180 minutes. But Nico Mantle, the man who made some big mistakes, has saved 2 penalties and now has the chance to put us into the Champions League semi-finals. And does it. I have the biggest love-hate relationship for this man. The biggest. I think I love you. I think I also hate you as well. But you've got us here. You've got us here. Oh, I don't think I can take things like that. I've got this ring at the moment, which is like it's like a big sleep tracker, heart rate monitor. I'll check my heart rate after this because I can feel it. It's through the roof on that. Absolutely through the roof on that. 10 penalties each to decide that shootout. We go through. Patrick out for 2 weeks with a gashed upper leg. £9 million for playing in the quarterfinals. And it is Liverpool who are taking on in the semi-finals. But also Nice, Pereira, Paniotov, Arian B, Felipe and Neto all could do with a rest. I might rest them for the FA Cup semi-final. But that's a game we need to win as well. So next time out, we will be back for Liverpool, Leeds and Liverpool. That's what we'll do next episode. Oh my gosh, I've just realised we play Newcastle as well before the end of the season too. That's a huge game. There's so much going on at the end of the season. It's very exciting, but we have to focus on Liverpool, Leeds and Liverpool next episode for a place in the Champions League final. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. A bit long. The penalties lasted about 10 minutes or so, I think, and I think I'll calm down eventually, but that was very, very, very... I can't even talk. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you tomorrow for the semi-finals. But until then, have a great evening. Have a good one. Goodbye.